I feel extremely honored to be receiving this award. And really, I have to thank American Promise for giving me such a cool opportunity to contribute to the mission. For a long time, well before my work for American Promise, I had been feeling very unsettled by trends that I was seeing unfolding across the country. And I became pretty convinced that a root cause of the dysfunction was this sense of a loss of trust between the people and our government. And I became personally convinced that a constitutional amendment was a necessary and transformative and ultimately healing path forward for our country. Then in 2018, my son was born, and I think those feelings became even more urgent. And so a few months later, I found myself emailing Jeff Clements to apply for a volunteer position as a legal counsel. So that email ended up leading to some of the most amazing and challenging and inspiring legal work that I've ever had the privilege of facing. As an American and as a person of faith, it has been so powerful to play even a small role in this work, because what I think we're doing collectively is we're trying to fulfill the promise of the Declaration of Independence, that all people are created equal and that we all have an equal stake and interest in the sacred project of self-government. So I want to thank American Promise for allowing me to do this work. I want to thank my friends and family who have helped me carve out the time and energy to do this. And finally, I want to thank all of you across the country who are putting so much into this mission and making sure that we carry the movement forward.
I'm honored to accept this award. When I first started this work in 2017, I wasn't sure what I was getting into. Now, 4 years later, I'm really glad I took the leap. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun, met a lot of great people. You know, the work isn't always easy. In fact, sometimes it's just hard. But the staff at American Promise has always been there to help us pick ourselves back up and recommit to the work. They have high quality trainings, lots of hand-holding, and an amazing empowerment program. We're a small chapter here in New Mexico, but our outstanding chapter members have worked really hard and stayed with it, week after week, month after month, and year after year. So kudos to American Promise New Mexico. Of course, we've been fortunate from the very beginning to have our fabulous former Senator Tom Udall, who was a champion nationally for this amendment. And we've worked alongside allies in other organizations also, such as Represent Us New Mexico and Common Cause New Mexico and Fix It America. So once again, thank you for this award. I'm humbled and I'm grateful for the chance to do this work in the company of so many dedicated, talented, and passionate people. I want to thank Jeff, Ben, Azer, Kimberly, Johannes, Leah, Susan, Dr. Jessica, Joseph, and Marnie. And the list could go on quite a while. I want to give a really important shout out to all the other chapter leaders and chapter members around the country. We are in this together, and I so appreciate the friendship, professionalism, and support we give to each other. So onward to the amendment in 2026.
Wow, thank you so much to American Promise for this award, the National Citizen Leadership Award. On behalf of the Yes on 2 ballot measure and Alaskans for Better Elections, just a very humble thank you for this recognition on this great and momentous occasion that's happening here in Alaska as we look forward to implementing and working on these great ballot measures in the election reform space. Alaska is known for many things, our sheer beauty, our diverse resources, our fantastic quality of life, And now we hope that we will also be known for leading the way in these great election reforms. And we are looking forward to talking to other states and individuals and groups about what this means to our leadership and our elected officials and our voters here in our state. We really hope that this occasion marks a way for other states to seize upon this momentum. And we hope that Alaska is kind of that ground floor of great things happening in the election reform space. We are glad to lead the way as Alaskans. We're proud to do so, and look forward to all the great benefits that this has for voters and elected leaders in our state and hopefully others. So again, on behalf of Alaskans for Better Elections, thank you to American Promise for the National Citizen Leadership Award, and we promise to make everyone proud of what we're doing up here. And so again, thank you for the honor.
Yeah, thank you to American Promise for the award. Ballot Measure 2 is a little different in that it was a comprehensive election reform. It opened our primaries to open nonpartisan top 4 primaries. We have ranked choice voting in the general election now. But a big highlight was that we banned dark money. Now we were limited because we could only ban dark money in state level elections because the FEC and federal law governs federal elections. So there's a lot of work still to be done, but we're proud to have taken that first step. And one element of Ballot Measure 2 that doesn't get a lot of press, but is very important, is in the findings, it specifically calls out and says that the voters of Alaska support amending the Constitution to end Citizens United. And that's a huge overlap, obviously, with American Promise's mission. And I wanted to personally thank American Promise because they came in when we were just conceiving these ideas with early support and early thought partnership that really sort of led us down this path where we ultimately ended up winning the election. Again, I echo Jason's comments that this is an immense honor, but I want to be the first to say I hope there's a lot more competition for this award next year and the year after that as other states follow Alaska's lead. So thank you again to American Promise and looking forward to the good work together.